Good morning, afternoon, or evening to all who have come to my channel, where I am the Mademoiselle Sugar. Um, I wanted to do an ancestral reading for you guys, so welcome back to all who have returned, and welcome to all who have been here for the first time. Let's jump right on into it. I got a lot of downloads as I was doing this message, but first, before I proceed, I want to tell you to use your discernment. Okay, never just blindly follow what any reader on YouTube says, including myself. Use your discernment. If it resonates, let it resonate. If it doesn't, let it fly. It's just as simple, you guys. All right, back to these downloads I was getting. The ancestors want you to go back to something. Or should I specifically say someone? Now, for some of you, this could be a something, but for many of you, it is someone. Someone who you could have possibly disregarded, or they could have disregarded you in the past. They're meddling in your love life again. And I don't see it as a bad thing for many of you, because for many of you, you want a family. For many of you, you want children. For many of you, you want to either expand or to blend your families. That's what I'm seeing here in my mind's eye. Now, for some of you, you could be with a person. They don't like this person at all. They're not fond of how this person treats you. And they don't understand why you are still with this person. Now, for us, a very specific set of you, and I'm really hoping that this doesn't resonate, but I just have to say what I channeled. I picked up on a lot of sadness. I picked up on some uncertainty about self. Someone is making you question yourself. They don't like this. So your ancestors are, in oh so many words, wanting you to go back or go to be who you are supposed to be. For some of you, just flat out, you're a side piece. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Some of you, your side piece activities have not brought you the satisfaction, the fulfillment that you require. Let's take this side piece card, okay? And let's expand on that a little bit. Because you don't have to necessarily be a side piece in a romantic relationship. You could be a side piece in a friendship. You could be a side piece in oh so many words in a professional environment, you know, being the one that they call upon when, you know, no one else is around, kind of like what shady friends would do to you, right? So it's more like they are, they're saying, it's so many messages coming through right now. They're saying you're better than this. You're too good for this. Something that is not giving you the fulfillment that you deserve. All right. They are ready for you to start over, but they want you to begin again with something or someone that you could have left in the past, or just flat out start over. The choice is yours. But for many of you, they want you to have a new beginning with someone else. Some of you may be aware of this person. It's time for a new direction for many of you. Now, I asked them with this side piece situation, once again, apply it to your situation if this is for you. I asked the ancestors, I said, ancestors, what is it that they don't know? What are the secrets, you know, that the collective doesn't know? And they are saying that this person that you could be involved with, they're actually bored with you. This is a person who thrives off of excitement. This is a person who doesn't know how to appreciate someone's availability, their sacrifices even. And I see here too that you could have felt that this person is your soulmate when indeed they are not. Now, I also want you to look at the side piece situation as there could be someone else involved in your situation. Let's say you're involved with someone, right? What I'm seeing here is that you could feel like a third party in your own relationship, your own marriage. This person is doing this because ultimately, and I just can't sugarcoat it, you guys, I can't. They're bored and you're possibly bored too. But the person in question is just a person who is reckless in oh so many words with their, oh, I hate that I'm getting this. Get a checkup, you guys. For some of you who have been sexually active with this person and you may have suspicions or you know for a fact, they please, 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 I'm not a doctor, I'm not diagnosing, but just for your safety and even for your possible peace of mind, if this has crossed your mind, please go get testing. I always encourage testing anyway, but please go get tested. But this is a person who is a little bit reckless with themselves sexually. And that's what they're not liking because they're bringing those unnatural spirits to you. And it is making you question yourself, your worth, your time, your dignity, your value. They're showing me someone looking in the mirror and crying, looking in the mirror, questioning themselves, feeling on their body as if they may feel that they're imperfect. So some of you, your self-esteem could have been hit by this situation. This person is indeed not a soulmate. This is some type of karmic partner that you dealt with. I'm getting a lot of health messages, something with tremors. Whether this could have been an actual ancestor who dealt with tremors, you or your person or someone, something with tremors. Let go. They want you to let go. You're clinging onto something or someone or an outcome. It's time to let go. And I also get with this tremors, it could also signify anxiety. Some of you could have a little bit, and I'm not even going to say a little bit, a lot of anxiety to where you may find yourself shaking a lot. This person is, it's like they're, with them doing their activities with others. Once again, I'm hearing it clear as day, and I said it before, unnatural spirits, unnatural spirits. I don't know what that means for some of you. And some of that energy is getting attached to you. If you find yourself obsessing, spying, trying to decode behavior, things like that, it's those unnatural spirits. They want you in a low vibration. You're not supposed to be in a low vibration. If this person has already left or trying to depart, let them. This is a person who ultimately, they could be a coward, I'm feeling. They could be a coward. They could be a person who just will let you linger on, maybe to feed their ego, just to say, oh, I've got him or I've got her, doing all these crazy things, calling me, stalking me, spying on me, texting me. But this is a person that if you were to break it off and you try to go back, they don't want to reconnect. Let them go fully. And once again, you guys, I always say it because it's true. It's so much easier said than done. And if you have not done so fully, I do encourage some sort of practice that you can try to find for yourself. Your ancestors are trying to get through to you as well. They could have been trying to get through to you for a long time. Some of you need a visit to the water. If you live near a lake, ocean, river, you may need to go there for peace of mind, to receive messages. Remember, water carries messages, you guys. That may be a really good way for you to get away from this negative energy. Some of you may simply need to put your feet into water. Some of you need an actual spiritual bath. There's something that is clinging to you, and it's really trying to hold on. So if you find yourself in that back and forth energy regarding this person, that's because something is clinging to you, like it jumps from person to person. And you could be the most spiritually and emotionally receptive to that type of energy and not entirely aware of it. Oh my goodness, this is a little bit deeper than I thought. It's a lot of messages coming through. Let me get my mind together for a second. This person that they want you to go back to, that is the person that is actually your soulmate. That is the person that you're supposed to be with. They really don't like how you're questioning yourself. Someone is saying that they didn't raise you like that. They didn't raise you to question yourself. They didn't raise you to feel so low. Like I am hearing an ancestor cry. Like their heart is hurting for you. That's pretty sad. Now, I did ask about this person that they want you to go back to. I said, tell me, ancestors, about this person. How do they feel? Show me. For some of you, this could be a person from the past, although I don't remember if I pulled the Six of Cups. I don't think I did, but I feel like for some of you, this is a person of the past, or a person that you may have started something with and it just didn't fully come to head. It didn't pan out. It didn't play out the way it was supposed to. This person has been missing you. It's a person you've been on their mind for quite some time now. I feel like this is a person that wants to reach out, but they don't necessarily know how. The ancestors are not saying to not reach out, but they're also not saying reach out. Because I did ask that question. But this is a person, I think ultimately they may not want you to, because one of the cards that I did pull, it says, I can't hold back any longer. So for this person, this is a person who they're oh my goodness, I'm feeling like a loss of words right now. Could be a person. I was feeling this when I was shuffling too, like a lot of nervous energy, like my cards were going everywhere. It's like I couldn't grip the cards. I have small hands anyway, but it's like I couldn't grip the cards, and I'm like, what the heck is happening? Like this person has a lot of, it's not necessarily scattered, but it's not organized either. This is nervous energy. They may not know exactly how to approach you because maybe something could have ended on a not so great note with you and this person. I feel like this person watches you because either they watch you, whether it's on social media, or like if you have sent them pics and videos before, they may be holding on to these things. Like I'm seeing someone at work and they could be like looking at your pictures, looking at your videos, looking at your social media, looking at old text messages, old messages and things like that. But since you have been gone, since you and this person have not spoken, however long it's been, it could be 2 days. For some of you, it could be 2 weeks, 2 months, something about two. They or 2 years. They they want to know if you still feel the same. They also have been ascending, and I feel that their ancestors, and I've spoken this in an ancestral reading before, their ancestors and your ancestors are working hand in hand to try to bring you two together. But this person is ascending, whatever that means for them. This could just simply mean a change of behavior, or making time, for things that are important, praying, any type of ascension that will make this person be better for you and for them, most of all, most importantly. But they want to know if you still feel the same way, if you still have feelings for them, or if there's something that could be lit up again. But they're ultimately, this is a person that is missing you. And they want you to know that. Now, these cards were very, 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 very interesting. Let's pull some things out, because I really like, although the messages started out a little gloomy, I do like how the messages are coming out for you, because it looks so much better than it started off. Let's see. All right, now the ancestors say from my deck, every tub got to sit on its own bottom, which basically means that everybody has a responsibility to themselves. This is all about personal responsibility. I talk about this all the time in my readings. I talk about this all the time in my daily life. I try to keep it into practice of my own, and that is accountability for our actions that we have done. Even if that action was no action, that's an action. No decision is a decision, right? No movement is movement, right? Everything has a cause and effect. So they're calling for you to have some type of personal responsibility, and I feel that they're asking for you to have some type of personal responsibility when it comes to this person that you ultimately thought was your soulmate. They're not shifting blame to you, but it's like they're they're not explaining it either. They're actually just showing me a bunch of yellow and red flags. Like at some point you should have slowed down. At some point you should have stopped. There's nothing, they're not saying anything, which tells me that for some of you, this could be embarrassing for some of you. They're not saying this to embarrass you. They're saying this because they want you to move on from it. The person that you thought was your soulmate, it was a person that you had a past life with. What happened with this person was supposed to play out. It was supposed to play out. However, this other person that is I'm really feeling like love, like they're either in love with you, if they still in love with you, they never fell out of love with you, like feelings, whatever. It's heavy. Like I feel like this person has been carrying this for a very long time. a very long time. You're not aware. You could be totally oblivious to how they feel. This person may be ahead of you in a sense that, and I'm saying this because of the situation that you are being encouraged to leave. They may be ahead of you in soul recognition, if that makes sense. It hasn't caught up with you yet. You may have even thought it at some point in time and then pushed it aside. Maybe felt like it's not rational. And trust me, I've been there. It's not rational. It just is. It's nothing you can really do about it. Just how it is, right? So this is a person who is a part of you're ultimately a part of your soul family, is what I am hearing. It is time for you to plant seeds elsewhere. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds that you have planted in order to reap the rewards. Not the seeds that you thought you planted with the other person. This person has stepped on your plants and they've killed them. Okay? So let's not be delusional about that person. We want to move out of that energy. I don't even want to talk about this person anymore. If you are pregnant by this person, as some of you could be, trying to tap in, but they're not saying anything. It's like pure silence. It's not a trying to understand the static that I'm hearing, because it's literally just static. There's nothing. They're not saying anything. I don't feel that they're necessarily disappointed. Ancestors don't impede on free will, okay? They don't impede on free will. So if you've thought about termination, or if you've lost this baby, unfortunately, my sincerest affections are with you guys, if that's the case. They're not saying anything. They're just not, they're not talking about it. And if this was a unexpected miscarriage or a stillbirth or a pregnancy that you wanted to initiate but it never came through, I think I'm trying to put it together in a spiritual way, but also in a way that you can understand. It's like they're not saying anything. What I'm getting is that there was supposed to be nothing that came of it with that particular person. Because I'm not seeing a soul. I'm not feeling a soul. Whatever are your personal beliefs regarding souls in utero, that's your personal beliefs, but from what I'm seeing here, I'm not seeing a soul. And that could be why they're not saying anything. And they're telling me to get out of that energy. So going back to this person who actually wants to be with you. This is a person that wants to knock you up. Just plain and simple. Just plain and simple. If you want a family, this is the person to do it with. They say that because you will be creating a you that you will be proud of. Do you guys understand that statement? You will be creating a you that you will be proud of. This is a transformation that is for you, on yourself, on your own soul level. In addition, you get to mother or father, nurture another soul that you've been wanting. Now, this could also not just mean a literal pregnancy. This could be anything that you're pregnant with. It's supposed to be something that's done with this person they're telling you to go back to. You are, if you want a baby, you are attracting it. If this is something, if you want to have a baby with or have a family, grow a family, whatever, you're attracting it. I feel that they want you to, especially if this is your first baby, do some research, medical, spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, all of that. They want you to prepare because you can have it. You can have your child, you can have your family, right? They want you to do some research so that this is, especially if you're trying to physically bring a life into this world, they want you to be as healthy and as strong as possible. When this person, I do have it. Oh, I just see it. I do have the Six of Cups here. I didn't think I pulled it. All right. I was not expecting that. That just shocked me. All right. Okay, so there it goes. The ancestors have confirmed. This is somebody you are supposed to be with. Now, let's look a little bit deeper. This reading is kind of creepy in a way. Meaning, I don't know. It can't be for me or anybody. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Let me shut up. It's kind of really creepy though. Not in a bad way. Not for you guys. This person may try to come back around with the guard up. And you may also have your guard up. Especially if it was something that didn't end the way you wanted it to end. But ultimately, this is a person who never left you spiritually. You've never left them spiritually. You think you have. You may think you have, but there's the departure never happened. It's been there the whole time. And I'm feeling it's been something. I don't know. I'm seeing something so beautiful. I love it when they show me art in when I channel. I'm seeing something like 3 souls, actually 4 souls, near the sun. Near the sun is 4 souls. So for some of you, you're meant to have 2 children with this baby. I mean, with this, oh my God, with this person. There's gonna be a person you call baby a lot too, but you're supposed to have 2 children with this person. I have the World card. I had this last week in a reading. I remember. I think I remember. I have the World card here. You're supposed to go into a new cycle. The passion. This person. I think I had this too. The Ace of Wands. The passion never left this person. They're still attracted to you. You're still attracted to them, especially with. I had her too. The Queen of. I think I did. The Queen of Coins or Pentacles. There's something insanely sensual about you that keeps this person hooked. Like you could be, and this can go for masculines too. If you're a masculine watching this, you could be very, very sexy. Like your sexiness is not scattered energy. Your sexiness is so magnetic in a almost hypnotizing way from what I see here. Like, I feel like this person may feel that you look good in damn near anything. And I don't want to say they worship you because I don't really see that, but you do You definitely hold goddess energy or godlike energy if you're masculine. You definitely hold that energy, but there's something insanely sensual about you. Like they're hypnotized by you. It's like I get the feeling that this person may feel like you are a high price, you're a high value. You could be a person who makes your own money, have your own business, make really good money, or just be stable, just in general, overall. Like, I had this in a song before. I mean, I had this in a video before. The song was Ascension by Maxwell. You're the highest of the high. Like, this person, they respect you a lot, dude. They hold you in a very, there's no one that compares to you, is what I'm hearing. Like, the ancestors are getting excited. I love this. Okay, so there's no one that compares to you. You're smart. You're sexy. You're beautiful. You're sensual. You're alluring, is what I'm hearing. You have a sex appeal that is like, and it's not just that they're attracted to. There's that inner you that they've probably got peaks at, and it keeps them hooked because you guys never had a chance to reveal everything, is what I'm seeing here. You never had a chance to, it was supposed to play out like a while, like a long time ago for some of you guys. It was supposed to play out and it did not. Like life could have grabbed you both and pulled you both in different directions. You could have You both could have had marriages, relationships, children, jobs, moving states, cities, countries, whatever. Like life pulled you in different directions, but still you always, this is why it's creepy to me, because this kind of applies to me in a way, at least this part. You always find a way back to each other despite everything. There's a connection that never went away despite everything, despite everyone, life's challenges. Like you find a way back to each other. There's a strong cord between you and this person. And I'm not seeing one cord like the red string. I'm actually seeing different colors. So you and this person, to me, it's like you are, oh, this is creepy. It's like you, I can't even get the words out. Jesus. Okay, the messages are coming like so much, and it's freaking me out a little bit too. Let me remove myself. Let me remove myself. I'm not trying to apply what I had been through in the past with someone to you all, because this is not about me. This is for you. But this cord that you and this person carry, right? There's several different colors. I'm seeing red, I'm seeing silver, I'm seeing blue, what color is that blue? Like a teal blue. I don't forget what that color means spiritually. Like a teal blue. I'm seeing white. I'm seeing gold. I'm seeing, it's like you two were you're supposed to be one. Like you're ultimately one soul. Oh, wow. This is like you're ultimately one soul. There's a compatibility there that was never explored. If it was explored for some of you guys, like I'm feeling like the depth, it never got to the depth that it was supposed to be. Because once again, ancestors do not impede on free will. They don't do that. So ultimately, you two decided at some point to separate. Right next to the queen is the king of swords. The queen of coins, the queen of pentacles, is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo-like energy. Whether you are male, whether you're female, doesn't matter, right? The king of swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. One is very grounded on the earth. The other one is very airy. They think a lot. They tend to overthink. So this person may have tried to rationalize the hell out of this connection with you at some point, and then ultimately they just gave in. Or you could have. Ultimately, it's just like, I give in because I have the tower right next to it. So this could have been a person who was very stern in thought, very almost immovable, like a person who who makes a decision and they don't go back. They just say, that's it, that's done, right? But ultimately they gave up and they just said, you know what? I'm supposed to be with him. I'm supposed to be with her. That's the epiphany. They can't rationalize it. They're not supposed to it's not supposed to be rationalized. It's just supposed to be is. It's just supposed to is. It's just supposed to be is. It's just supposed to be. It's just supposed to play out. It is supposed to be lived through you two. You're two supposed to do this, but you're supposed to do it together. Now, this person is trying to come up with the courage to come forward with an offer. They're using their inner compass right now. The ancestors are showing me a compass to find their way, their direction on how to get how to get to you, how to get to your heart. And I feel like in their mind they could have made you like almost seem unattainable in a way. Like, I'm seeing the star card. Now the star card, that is pure Aquarius energy, right? The water bearer. But the star card also talks about hopes, wishes, dreams, and healing. But sometimes the star is what is far away. So this person could have placed you far away. Like, I can't get to him. I can't get to her. It will never happen because they're so far away. In whatever way that is, that could be literal distance, that could be emotionally, they could probably feel this spiritually. Like, I feel that for some of you, it could have been like a, not a closure, but like a protective barrier. And which goes back to the Seven of Wands, that is about protecting yourself, having a barrier around yourself. They're trying to find the strength and the courage to come to you. They want something about you guys' youth is important here. They still look at you the same way they look at you when they first saw you, but the moon card is saying that I feel for some of you, because you were so clouded with this other person, you kind of blocked your intuition off a little bit. Yeah. But for this person, you're their moon. You're their moon. I want you guys to look up the meaning of moon in the Black community, even in the Caribbean community, especially if you are um you were raised in the Islamic culture or the Islamic religion. There was a saying that would say for the women, they say, "That's my man," but that's my son, right? The sun is masculine energy, and for the men, they say, "That's my woman," or "That's my moon." The moon is feminine energy. Feminine energy is dark, but she still lights up the darkness. For some of you, you are this person's moon. So for many of you, this is a male who is giving off this energy. You're like a guiding light to them in their darkness. And this person could also be going through, or I feel like they just finished it. Not necessarily they're going through it right now. They probably could have just finished it. like a dark night of the soul, or you are ending a dark night of the soul. And I feel that for some of you, you could be ending this dark night of the soul because of what this person you were with. Yep. Yep. But I asked the ancestors, I say, ancestors, show me more of what this person feels for your descendants. And look, I'm loving this for you guys. But see, I see you looking good and moving on. I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better and I will compete for you. How sexy is that? Huh? Do you want to stay with the loser whose energy is scattered? Whether they're a male or a female, it doesn't matter. And bring you back these unnatural spirits, these things that knock you off, balance? Or do you want someone who is willing to fight for your love? The ancestors say this time around, they want you to take your time and they want you to do it right. Because this is a person of quality. This is a person of quality. They want you to do it right this time. Yeah, makes sense. Your person or you, or both of you, could be making money moves right now. Focusing on building wealth and legacy and making smart decisions or better decisions, investments. Keep that past person out of your business. Keep them out of your money. Keep them out of your money. Don't talk about your money. I don't know why I'm feeling the need to say this. Don't talk about your money. Um, don't post anything about any money, at least not right now. Not right now. Um, because if you do that, this person is going to try to reel you back in, and that's because they want some of that good energy that you're giving out. Don't talk about your money, you guys. The ancestors are saying, and they also are saying here that when this person does come back around, and I feel this is for both of you, you need to have a long talk about your demands of each other. And I am seeing like they want you to speak up. What are your needs? What do you need from this person? What do you want from this person? They're saying your demands are supposed to be met, and so are theirs, but especially yours. Especially yours. And I feel that yours are definitely supposed to be met because of you've been deprived, you know? And you don't have to disclose that to your person, but I do think that they want to know because I have spilling the beans. I think they want to know. And they want to know, like this person wants to know all of your secrets. They want to know how to build trust with you. Um, and I'm not getting for nefarious reasons, like at all. At all. This person is like they're willing to learn you. And I think, I don't know why I'm hearing this too, like the ancestors are saying, like, once you start explaining and talking about your past experiences, and mind you, I'm not saying, stay on the subject of your exes or people you've been with. Sometimes nobody wants to hear that. Me personally, I want to hear it all, like, because I don't care. That was before me, right? But it teaches me things. It teaches me, wow, this is a person, especially if they've been hurt. This is a person that has truly been heartbroken. God, may I never deliver this type of pain to them ever again. May they always see me as a safe space. And I feel that this is a person who wants to know those things about you and learn those things about you. And I think it's important that you learn those things about them as well, so that you can, if you do decide to go through with it, and let's say you do, The integration is easier. They know, don't take me down that fucking path. I've been down before. Don't do this to me, because that at that point it's just abuse. You've just used all the information that I've given you and you've used it against me. So we don't want to do that, right? What we want to show our person that's coming back, or we have to go back to what the ancestors are saying. Um, that we're still trustworthy, because I feel that for some of you, that's what kept you connected in the first place. There's some type of intimate bond that you've kept, that you created at some point, and you've always remembered this person. Like, I know, at least on their part, they've always held you in a high regard. They've always respected you, and you could have done the same, felt the same way. Trying to put a couple of cards back as I'm doing this because I don't want to lose myself. But yes, here it goes. But yes, this person is they're ready to learn you. They're nervous. Oh my God, I'm getting like all their nerves. The ancestors are also saying answers appear when you release the question. So what question do you guys have? I want you to ask yourself before I go into the actual tarot, what question do you guys have? And I'm going to let the ancestors answer it for you. Take a break. Take a break. I feel that for some of you, even though this person is trying to come back into your life, you may need to, and I'm not getting a long ass time, because what we don't want to do is keep somebody that's genuinely interested in us waiting for no apparent reason, right? I feel that they're saying they want you to take a break and think for a minute, because for some of you, you could have been in some type of flighty mode. And not flighty as in funny acting, but flighty as in because you were so used to being on the go, 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 go with this past person and always spying and trying to piece shit. Like, I'm getting go, go gadget. Like, you had to be a freaking detective with this past person. They're saying that they don't, it's time to take a break from that. You're supposed, because you're supposed, I keep getting it, I keep hearing it, you're supposed to be with this person. Like, you're supposed to be with this, but this is the person that they ultimately agreed that you would be with. Like, you all came into an agreement that you came here to do something together. This person is ready to move. Like, they're going to be coming in. It may seem, for some of you, it may take you by surprise, but they're going to be ready to move forward. And I feel that you or them, even them, for some of them, they may still have a little bit of a guard up. So you guys are going to have to work through that. Well, ultimately, you both are tired. Like, they could have been through some shit too. Because the King of Swords, I always talk about the Queen of Swords and how much shit she's been through. But the King of Swords has been through similar bullshit as well. You know? He's a hardworking guy. He's very in his head. He's always planning. He's always planning for the future. He's always, the King of Swords to me doesn't get enough credit as a family man. He's a man who talks about the wills and the trusts and the properties and all those things. He plans all those things out because ultimately he wants to make sure that his family is secure as far as paperwork goes. Even if he doesn't have all the money, when it comes down to the paperwork, he's like, this is what's going to prevent everybody from having to spend a whole bunch of money. So I kind of already thought ahead. He's kind of got that King of Pentacles energy a little bit, but he's just a little bit more, he thinks a little too much, kind of like the King of Pentacles, if that makes sense. But this person has been wondering for a long time, is it true that you're dating someone new? And they want to hear no. They want to hear no. They want to hear that you're over the past. It happened, shit happened, like I'm getting like they're anticipating some type of disappointment. Well, ultimately, you both are tired and you're ready to come back home to each other with this Four of Wands here. That's why the ancestors want you to come back, because this person was a type of home for you. Like they know how safe you felt. Like for some of you, you probably didn't even realize the safety that they provided until they were gone. And the same with them. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Yes, 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 yes. Whatever your question is, yes. They've been watching you. They've been watching you. I know I can't sing, you guys, but they've been watching you. They've been watching you for a while. They've been studying you. They've, I feel like for some of them, they've been cheering you on from the side, like you could be a person who like always likes to do new things. And even if they don't like directly know about it, it's a way for them to like stay in the know. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you share social media or your social media is open or like anything, if they found something on you online or something, whatever, like they want to always be in the know when it came to you. They spy on you in a good way. And I'm getting the spying is not coming from a place of let me hurt you or let me come in and be manipulative. It's more like they want to keep up with you. They genuinely want to know, how are you doing? What are you doing? Who are you doing it with? Why are you doing it? Like this is a person that has questions. They have questions. It's a curiosity, a childlike curiosity about them that is very, very sweet, the ancestors are saying. So yes, they're still curious about you. If you thought that, at some point that you were probably old news to this person, no. No, I feel that you, whenever you and this person talk and stop talking, or should I say, and then you come back together, you never leave them with the old version. Or should I say, how am I trying to put this? Oh my goodness. You are always a new, better, updated version of yourself. If that makes sense. If that intrigues them in a way. Like I feel like they want to ask, like, how do you do that? Like out of curiosity. How do you do that? What made you do this? Like this person like legitimately has questions, you guys. Because I'm hearing like a million of them. And curiosity is sexy, right? But when this person comes back, look, they're coming back in this sweet, loving, kind, emotionally open, emotionally attentive energy to you. They're going to be so much more receptive than they've ever been before to you. Because they're coming back as the King of Cups. They've got so much emotion and affection for you. Like, it's sweet energy. It's so sweet. They're coming back because you're their Nine of Cups, you guys. You make them happy. You're their Nine of Cups. This feels so emotional. Like I feel like I want to cry. You're their Nine of Cups. I always call this the card of checking all the boxes, because of course the Ten of Cups, you definitely check all the boxes, but the Ten of Cups is about integrating all those boxes into family, marriage, and all that stuff, right? But with the Nine of Cups, that's the wish card. You're their wish fulfillment. They've wished for you, for someone like you, but there's nobody that compares. they're going to come in fast and clumsy and sweet and cute and innocent and like I'm getting that many of you would be very surprised. You're going to be very surprised at how much emotion and affection and reverence that they hold for you. You're going to be like, well, what the hell was I doing with the past person in the first place? And they're coming in because, baby, you have the judgment. The ancestors sent that ass back. The ancestors said, and not just your ancestors, their ancestors too. Their ancestors said, get your ass back over there. Get your ass back over there. You know you belong over there. Why are you playing? Why are you playing with her? Why are you playing with him? What are you doing? All this time has been wasted. You sat around heartbroken and hurt for no reason, when all you had to do was man up, woman up, and go back to where you know your ass belonged, to where you know was your true home. And I feel like this is both of your ancestors saying this. But it's like they finally listened. You finally listened and said, okay, I'm going back to my person. And when you do, you guys, I have the Three of Cups, which is all about reunion. And that's what makes this so sweet. This person has been, they want to reunite. They want to come back together. They want those happy times with you. They want to start over with you. Their mind is made up, but it's yours. Are you ready for this type of love? Are you ready to give that love that they have for you back in return? Because once again, as happy as these cards are, and I'm not a Debbie Downer at all. As happy as these cards are, the ancestors will not impede on your free will or theirs. Even though they know, the ancestors know, that person knows, and more than likely you know that this is the person you're supposed to be with all along. All along. All the mother clowns you've been with, ancestors was not happy. And I think that's why they got really, really silent, especially when it came to the whole baby issue. They're not the person you're supposed to have a family with. You're supposed to have a family with that person, this person that you were supposed to be with in the first damn place. So ultimately, the ancestors want you to take responsibility on your part for the last situation you were in. And they want you to move on to that person you were supposed to be with in the first damn place. And for some of you, this could be a new person, or a person you're just about to meet, and you're just going to immediately have that soul recognition type of thing. But they want you to take your time. They want you to do it right. Get it right this time is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing a round of applause. And that, you guys, is your reading. And there's the ancestors meddling in your love life again. And I love it for you. It shows that they have your best interests at heart. And if you need their help, you know what I always say. Sit down, call them, especially by name, those you know that'll help, and go by that body of water and talk to them. All right? And that is your reading, you guys. Thank you so much for coming back to Sacred Sensuality. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff that YouTubers say. And I will see you guys again next week for your ancestral reading. Bye.